Welcome, everyone. Today we're diving into a fascinating concept from Stoicism that teaches us how to cut the mental strings that control us. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Feel finally that there is within you something more powerful and divine than what produces the passions or what generally pulls you." What does this mean for us today? How do we unlock our minds from the things that influence us daily? Let's explore. Part 1. Who really controls your mind? First, think of all the forces in our lives that pull us in different directions. From social media algorithms designed to keep us hooked, to advertisements that tap into our desires, our lives are filled with external influences. Just pause and ask yourself, how often do I make choices because I truly want to, versus because I feel pushed or pulled by outside forces? Marcus Aurelius had a simple but powerful insight. We have control over our own minds, but only if we actively choose to exercise that control. Imagine that your mind is like a fortress. If you leave the gates open, every passing influence can enter and take control. But if you guard your mind, you decide what enters and what stays out. This is the essence of mental freedom in Stoic thought. Part 2. Recognizing the strings that pull us. Aurelius asks us to examine the things that tug at our thoughts. This could be fear, anxiety, the desire for approval, or even the pull of our own cravings. Imagine how modern companies engineer foods to be irresistibly tasty, or how social platforms are designed to capture every second of our attention. These are the strings they hope will influence us. For a moment, ask yourself, what are the strings pulling at my thoughts right now? Maybe it's the fear of missing out, the desire to be liked, or the need for constant validation. The Stoics challenge us to recognize these pulls and remember that we have the power to cut them. Part 3. Real freedom comes from within. In Stoicism, true freedom is not about changing the world around us, but transforming our own perspective. This is liberating. Epictetus taught that freedom lies in distinguishing what is within our control from what isn't. Your opinions, desires, actions, and reactions, all these are in your power. When we see the world in this way, the external loses its hold over us. Picture yourself in a crowded room where everyone is clamoring for attention, but you are completely at peace, unaffected. That's the kind of inner tranquility Stoicism promotes. Part 4. Embracing the present moment. Have you ever noticed how much time we spend regretting the past or worrying about the future? For Stoics, each moment is precious because it's the only one we truly have. Aurelius urged us to focus on the present. Do not let your life pass by in confusion over things beyond your control. Instead of letting our minds drift, Stoicism encourages us to fully inhabit each moment. Imagine for a moment what it would be like if, just for today, you let go of worrying about tomorrow or replaying yesterday's events. What could you accomplish? How much more peace could you feel? Part 5. Practical steps to cut the strings. Let's put Stoicism into practice. Here are 3 simple steps to begin reclaiming your mental freedom. 1. Identify the influences. Start by noticing the things that pull at your thoughts. Write them down. These could be social media, certain relationships, or even your own expectations. 2. Question your reactions. When you feel an emotional tug, pause and ask yourself, is this something I can control, or is it beyond my power? Remind yourself that you don't have to give energy to what you can't change. 3. Focus on inner peace. Make a daily habit of gratitude. This is one of the Stoics' best tools for mental freedom. Each day, remind yourself of one thing you're thankful for. This shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have. If we embrace this Stoic mindset, we become architects of our own mental landscapes. We free ourselves from the chains of outside opinions, fleeting desires, and needless fears. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius said, there's something more powerful within you than the forces pulling you. Take this journey with us as we explore more ways to achieve mental freedom. If this resonates with you, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join us as we uncover the timeless wisdom of Stoicism. Thank you for watching, and remember, true freedom begins within.